Yes, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Welcome once more to Retro Spectrum. Looking back at the great glory days of computing, the 8-bit era. What it was up to then, what was fun then, what was fun now. So, we're now going to go both ways. We're going to go right back to the 80s and some early retro gaming, but we're going to be right up to date as well with a game that was released where are we now all recording? So it was like released yesterday, the 16th of March 2020. So right up to date as well. That game, and I can't decide whether I need to do a Sid James accent for this or not from the Carry On film. So it's the Perils of Willy. That's it. That's the only snigger we're going to do here. Of course, Miner Willy from Manic. Miner. Willy, the man who found all the money in the mines and then retired to a mansion from Jet Set Willy. Then some attempted code listing games and move on as well. The first iconic character of the ZX Spectrum. And as a Spectrum fan who, we didn't have the internet back then. And so this was really, I've done a little bit of reading up, but the Perils of Willy wasn't a ZX Spectrum game, it was a VIC-20 game. And the only thing that I agree with about the VIC-20 Commodore 64 crowd is we all hated the BBCB at the same time. So we can agree on something. What we can't really agree on is the Perils of Willy, which was a bit rubbish. The timing was off, the music was wrong. It just looked like somebody doing a really bad homage. It was. I'm trying to think of a film series where it works. It's like you've seen Jeff Goldblum in The Fly, and you hear that it's based on a 1950s film with David Hedison playing The Fly, and you go back and watch that one, and you realise it's not crossed over by a transporter. It's a man with the head of a fly with 1950s makeup. So, who do you prefer? David Hedison looking like a fly, or Jeff Goldblum looking like Jeff Goldblum? It's the latter. So. Let's talk briefly about Perils of Willy. While we're doing that, let's just have a little look at one of the screenshots in the game as well. This is coming from... I don't have one of the screenshots ready. We'll have to start playing the game. What I have instead is a cat. Yeah, Charlie, you get fed at the end of the review. Down you go. There we go. So, Allan Turvey, who is the mind behind this. And he's been on the channel a couple of times before. He reskinned and improved the gameplay on Bruce Lee at the end of last year, and has been working on a lot of the tools as well behind the Spectrum. And those of you who have been looking at your new brand new games will recognize some of the other titles that he's had out as well. He's just sort of polished stuff away. He works in AGDX to help a whole bundle of stuff. So there's a lot going on in his stuff. And he's been working on this for a while. He's talking about it on Facebook and everything. And hand on heart, he did actually send me a test copy of this earlier in the development run, but life got in the way. But here we are. This is the release version. It's available right now, highriser.itch.io, so you can go and download this. It's donateware, so you can download it and you can pay however much you feel the game is worth, or you can download it for free, then go back and play later. It is up to you. Have a look at it now, and if you like it, I would, support your local developers. Okay, Perils of Willy. It's a tape file, and we're off. And obviously, this is a screen we talked about. There are bonus points if you can work out what that track is. There are even more bonus points if Google and YouTube go, that's a copyright violation. I know what it is. But we'll leave that as an exercise. Press enter to play the Perils of Willy ZX. Okay, Matt Smith, as we all know from Jet Set Willy the Coders, his regional engine, and High Rise there, Vic 20 levels by Ayrton Lomas, and it tells you what to do. Walk home in the cool night air. Collect the notes of music. There we go. Right, so there we are. Obviously, we've got a slightly smaller screen. We've got a very familiar sprite there moving on the bottom left. And you'll notice here that we've only got 2 lives. This is, in the great role of 8-bit games, going to be hard. Okay? I'm going to just drop the music off just now because it just throws off the catching everywhere. We've got left, we've got right. pick it up, and if we do control and if we actually control space, it's actually symbol shift and space. It's a reset the level for me, please. But you will notice that that uses up some of your time. Flashing notes all the way around, and it's with all of these. As with much more in the line of Manic Miner, it's a single screen to collect all the objects. Okay, now, let's be fair. I have actually already worked through the first screen, and as you see, it's pretty tight on the timing that you need to do. And that just reminds me so much of the classic 8-bits. Now, it also means that there is a huge tendency in the completist meters to, save status on the game. So if you make a mistake, it's not bad in the first level. The second level, of course, if you're going to have to fight through and then restore the save point and restore the save point and suddenly go, oh, I finished the game and it only took me half an hour. Well, that was probably 8 hours of gameplay there. So, there's a mix of do what you do and then just do that straight running jump. I mean, that is so tight in terms of timing. And then make sure you jump at the right time to go onto this ramp, because you've got to fall off and you've got to have enough room to jump up there. Remember to turn around and face the right way. Running jump up to the cave. Now, the one thing that isn't here that is in the original Manic Miner is you don't have an exit door to get out. It's just once you've got all the notes, you're good to go. And now we're on screen 2 with no lives left. There we go. So, there we go, there we go, there we go. But we do have to jump down again. Don't be so eager to move. Don't be so eager to move. Plan your moves. Yeah, you've got a timer, but it's more likely you're going to die in a horrible jump-related accident. Have you been? Have you died in a jump or fall? I know my Jet Set Willy graphics. You're not going to get much closer than that. That's possibly down as a mistake. Right. Okay, so we want to just... Probably want to jump up about there, and over it. Grab the note, and... There we go! Run down! Screen 2 done. Screen 3. Are you going to come all the way? No, you're not. Even back in the 80s, Untitled Gooses were a menace. Okay, so this is going to have to be a double jump over you. Okay, so over the goose. Okay, over the goose 1. Okay, so this is just a sort of climb up. Okay, so that looks like it's going to be a tight pixel jump. So let's just get us there. There we go. 2. Gotta get yourself lined up with that goose correctly. Up we go. Okay, so we're going to go up, get that note. We're probably going to have to come back again, actually. Yeah, we're probably going to have to come back again. Right, so we're going to come back to this platform. So up we go. Over we go with another goose. Okay, we'll just wait and be safe here. You're running over. There we go. Jump over again, and we're just going to fall down there safely. Okay, right, so... We've probably only got one shot at getting that one. Okay, right then. So, for those of you who are keeping track, this is first playthrough on this level. So, can we get over there? Is the problem there? There we go. And jump, jump, jump. I wonder if that's the last one I need to get so I don't die. I think it is. Let's just go safety first here. Oh, was that time or death? Ah, I wasn't watching. Oh, hold on. I can have a look at the playback in the stream. I may well have run out of time on that one. Right, okay, so that's Perils of Willy. That's a playthrough here. And it is really, really gorgeous. There's obviously considerations made to the level design from the original one. So we've got the Perils of Willy taking up the equivalent of this bit of the screen. We have a status bar along the bottom, and that just makes that playing area much, it's obviously, as you can see, squarer than what you would have and are used to on the Spectrum. But otherwise, you could quite easily have seen this pop up from the run as well. You know, if you'd put Manic Minor, Perils of Willy, and then Jet Set Willy, this would have fitted in perfectly on the Spectrum. You've seen there in some of the oh, that's not good. I'm gonna have to go the other way now, aren't I? Okay. You've got multiple paths through the levels. You have a cat getting in the way. I think that's a special edition just for me. You've got that same precise location in terms of where you can jump from that you be aware of Manic Miner, but you now have to really pay attention. See here, it's the purple Scotty dog. You've got to be just right on that. So I was just a little bit wrong on that one. And this is what I remember from Manic Miner a little bit, but especially Jet Set Willy, which is the rooms were so precise. And Jet Set Willy, you had a sort of free roaming map, so you could go wherever you felt the need to. Manic Miner said, no, you have to solve this level for yourself now. And you've got that same feeling here. I mean, that there, just getting the timing between the two dogs. I mean, you saw earlier in the video that, you know, it is possible. But, you know, it's a matter of taking careful notes, just trying to remember where you want to be. You know, is it just after the tail passes the red pipe? It might be. No, it's not. Excuse me a second. Down you go. Game over. Let's go back in again, shall we? So what we have here is, let's be honest, it is a classic platform action. There's no doubt about that. If anybody's played the Spectrum, they know the sounds. They can reckon, although these are new graphics and critters, you know, you can see what's going on here. You've got that classic cycling colours for the shapes. It is completely obvious what you're meant to be doing here, gaming-wise, and what there is in the goals. In terms of feel, look, yes, I'm playing this on an emulator. Yes, it's one that says it's 100%. Nuts. There is one that's, and it's speculator, but it's spectaculator, and I'm not feeling any difference to how I remember the games on the original Spectrum. This feels like another Willy game. It feels like it's on the nose with the likes of Manic Miner and Jet Set Willy. Yeah, the difficulty is slightly harder, but there again, it could be that I'm just much older. Actually, no, it's not true. Allan said that the levels have racked up the difficulty. So yeah, you can do saving and stuff and roll yourself way through, but that's not how we played games in the old days. And well, in current times, you probably want games to last just a little bit longer to keep you more entertained as we face a nation full of avoid the monsters, try and catch the musical notes, and make sure everything stays happy. So, Minor Willy, a hero for our times, especially when you crash into the balloon. I'm so glad you all saw me get past this level just the once, because apparently, if I'm talking at the same time, I'm never going to get past this ever again. So I might just have to stop playing this on the stream and tell you all just to go on, get out of here, you crazy kids. I want to somehow try and beat this game myself. But I will do that in a second. I'm going to give it one more go. I might just get to the end of here, grab you, fall, jump over, up, remember to turn. The only thing that can kill me now is me getting it wrong. 2 to go, 1 to go. There we go. Yes! Perils of Willy. Recommended. Well done, Allan. I like that.